This is Prometheus giving you another Draft Championship live gameplay. Going to be rolling with the Arizona Cardinals playbook on offense and defense. Defense is a 3-4, so I'll be jumping into the Psycho defense and see if I can effectively attack my opponent with a double loop. We'll see how well that works out, but I'll kick out of it if I get burned a few times. On offense, I've got fairly good offensive guards, which I really do like because those are the guards that pull. I picked up a pretty good tight end, and Jason's Witten. He's pretty slow. For my wide receivers, all I really have is Anthony Johnson, but I was able to go ahead and draft another running back in C.J. Spiller. He's got 82 catch, 93 speed, so he's just as good as any other wide receiver out there. Jamal Charles, obviously one of the elite running backs in the game, and then I've got Aaron Rodgers. Is my starting quarterback, 81 speed, throw power 98, short accuracy 94, medium accuracy 95, and then deep accuracy 94. So he's a complete package. The only time he'd make mistakes is if I made the mistakes. On defense, basically got Cam Chancellor as my strong safety. I've got some elite linebackers. I've also got two free safeties that I picked up. I've got a great corner in Charles Woodson. And then on the other side, I've actually got another free safety, but look at the speed, 93 speed. Man coverage is 78, but he's a big free safety, so that should give me some pretty good coverage right there. So other than that, the front is really not that good, but if I do jump into my 3-deep defense, I'm going to have pretty much elite players all over the field. So let's see how this game works out. Okay, so going against Cudlissa 2, he's got the Patriots, and I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm kicking off, so I get to see his offense first. We'll see how things work. And this is not a good way to start a game with a return. And yeah, I don't think he had an elite player at that return position, but that was going to the house, man. He definitely tore me up right there. So. Nice little juke stick right there to pick up some pretty good yards. I was trying to take away the angle there, so good stretch. Nice play. Good play. Did a little play action. Didn't get a blitz that I was looking for on the double loop, and he's able to go ahead and take it in the flat and get it in the end zone. So short field, not a good way to start off, and didn't get any kind of pressure his way. He was able to go ahead and get some pretty good yards on the ground, and just basically hit the flats on the right and the left. All right, so I got the ball in a 23. I'm going to go into our base formation, which is going to be... It's going to be the halfback toss. There you go. So the corner actually came off past the block. Didn't get any yards off that. Let's go into gun, and we're going to go into gun tight offset. And base play is going to be post. There you go. Witten on the single coverage on the outside, able to go ahead and pick up a good yards right there. So he wanted to cover one press. And it's going to pistol. And base play is going to be strong prowler. And you know what? I was labbing on strong power, and for some particular reason, I cannot get that thing to work for me. So I'm just going to totally dump that out of my selection of plays. Let's go into split close. Tight end slot. Fullback dive. I'm going to go into halfback wheel. There you go. Johnson comes down with a ball. I get a lucky break right there. His defenders were there, so that's just huge. That's just a huge break. He's probably like, what the fuck? I'll go ahead and take it, though. And right there, able to go ahead and get the ball into the end zone on a little pitch play. So that's where that pitch comes in good, and I was able to get the block in I need. All right, so right now the game is extremely laggy. That's why I missed that field goal, but you can see the screen actually jumping a little bit. So I'm giving this guy a short field. Nice little run to the outside. He did not take that. This is extremely laggy right now. This is very annoying. There we go. So he actually hit me with a screen. I had a defender out there to make a play in that ball. The right defense, too. And he took off with his quarterback. Actually had myself a spy up there, but he just took off. So I'm surprised he did that. So Cam Chancellor came right off that block and made a good play for me. That was actually, he's killing me on the outside right now. And there was no flat defender out there at all. So I don't know why he tried to hurdle. So he's actually playing pretty efficiently right now. All right, so he went back to the pitch again. So staying back to the flats. Nice cut in right there. He just keeps going to the outside. He keeps pitching, keeps doing tosses, keeps doing stretch plays. And I've got pretty good defensive backs as far as my defensive backs right there, but he actually cut it inside the block. So anticipating that, I was hoping to get some kind of pressure against him. But that's actually a very good drive. It left me plenty of time with 3 timeouts to go ahead and tie up the score. Go into ace offset, and then base play is going to be posts. And I'm just not running the ball good. And I just couldn't get rid of the ball. Aaron Rodgers is supposed to make plays past that stuff, so that's just bad. Nice little inside zone. I should be able to pick up the first down right here. Yep. So he went off sides. He's probably a little bit pissed off at himself for that. And we're going to go into Y corner. Come on! I was trying to get rid of that ball. God, this is so frustrating. All right, so two just bad plays. Those sacks are killing me right now. He's getting some good edge pressure off of me, and I was only able to go ahead and get the ball down the field. So it's like you're literally throwing the ball and nothing's happening. The controller's not working correctly, and that's so frustrating. I know it's happened to all of us. But this guy's got he's fairly good with his reads. I haven't been able to go ahead and shut down his running game yet. So let's just go back to our base offenses, which is going to be the halfback toss. I'm going to flip it. I'm ready to go off to the left. And that run just is messing up his defensive backs. They're not actually doing anything on that run, so he's got to be somewhat frustrated with that. Going to go back into the gun bunch halfback strong. You're doing a little inside run here. I'm going to go ahead and fake audibles. There you go. So picked up some pretty good yards right there. I'm going to do the play action counter shot. And Johnson just comes up the ball like a beast. That play worked out pretty well for me. That fullback inside. Out routes. And Johnson's able to go ahead and do that. So he went into man coverage, I believe. Yep, went back in the press. And he just can't get to the corner against that toss. It's just messing him up. And he's trying to compensate it off to the right side. And really what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start running up the middle as soon as he starts opening it up. All right, so giving up 14 points against this guy. He likes to do outsides, pitches, runs, flats. I'm going to have to probably go into cover 2 and expose myself in the middle. So he's just getting off to the edge like that, and he's telegraphing where he's going too. And my guys are not doing. Wow, I don't know what that was, but I got some pretty good pressure on him. Wow. So whoever that guy is that is making plays, he's definitely making plays against me that I'm not used to doing here. All right, so I'm not doing anything to shut down this run. I got to go into quarters. And I just watched that play happen. Didn't do anything, didn't come out. All right, so I blitzed off the edge right there, and that's what stuffed him up. And that should have been an interception right there. He just took off this quarterback. So a little pressure came his way. I'm going to do man read against this guy. I don't think he hasn't really hit me in the inside, so this is going to be a big risk. All right, so smart play is to take the points, but I think he's going to go for it. So he actually goes ahead and kicks a field goal right there. He kicks a field goal. So he's probably got confidence in his defense. He's going to be able to stop me. So the key is just getting the ball into the end zone. So I've got every single opportunity to win this game. And it's going to come down to my offense proficiency. Oof, they had some pretty good blocking right there too. Put a little more speed at the tight end position. There you go. And went out of bounds. I didn't want to do that. Was trying to turn the ball up, but he came down in a flat defender over there. Got a little nice inside zone right here. 4 verticals. There you go. All right, so now it's a clock game. Come out in the ISO. I'm going to work the clock down here. All right, so I'm going to keep working the clock down. I don't want to give this guy any time whatsoever. He's been able to hit me with some big plays. And I'm going to keep clocking him. All right, so now he takes a timeout. And I think I got a first down, which I do. So I'm going to take this clock all the way down. And able to get the ball into the end zone. I wanted to actually take the clock down a little bit more. He actually had defense set up to stop me, but 40 seconds left is plenty of time. He's got plenty of time to make some plays down the field against me. But he's using a lot of runs. He's been using a lot of flats. He hasn't been winging the ball up at all. You got to throw the ball, buddy. That's not a smart play. This guy's not that smart. And he stay in? He stayed in, so he's really screwed now. And that's it. That's game. That's game. So he just poor clock management by him. He just was a little bit obsessed with the flats, but you know he didn't really. He knew his reads. He basically beat me on the outside of his running game, but he had no game at all whatsoever. So, and his clock management was atrocious. At least right there, you should have never did an inside zone. You can't do that. You got to start winging the ball out to get a touchdown. So that was just poor clock management by him. But I do like that I formed twins. That's got some pretty good blocking. Basically the linemen pull out, the fullback pulls out, causes a lot of problems. He didn't really have an answer for it, and I was able to go ahead and make a big play. That one play where Johnson picked up a tip ball right here to get it down to the end, towards the red zone was huge. So But you can see he run very effectively. He basically teared my defense up. And I didn't really have any kind of a defense to stop his running game, but I did get a couple stops right there. So to all my subscribers, I really appreciate you watching my games. I hope you picked up some tips from the gameplay. And please go ahead and comment. And if you do like these kind of this type of commentary, full game commentary, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time.